Hi, folks. Welcome back to Curtis Goes Corner. Last night, town hall meeting on NBC. President Donald Trump. Joe Biden was at the other on ABC getting softball questions from Stephanopoulos. You know, what is Mr. Biden, what's your shoe size, and what's your favorite color, and what's your favorite movie, and those kind of really tough questions, of course. And the president gets pounded. Let's go into it. From Fox News, Dan Gaynor. Trump's NBC Town Hall turns into debate with moderator, and Trump wins. Yeah, I saw most of it, and it's true. It took 20 minutes into the invite before Guthrie let the audience chime in. Now, the funny part was, right behind the president, when one of the cameras was a young black lady. You couldn't tell if she was smiling. They all had masks on. But as the president was talking, she's nodding her head. And that must have made him crazy. It must have. Let's get into it. Some news events live up to their billing. The NBC Town Hall President Trump, Thursday night, lived down to it. Today's show anchor, Savannah Guthrie, was supposed to be the moderator in an event where the president would take questions from citizens in the audience. Instead, she hogged the time and peppered Trump with numerous questions about his personal health that few Americans could answer as specifically as she demanded. It wasn't a town hall, it was a debate. Except instead of Trump debating Democratic nominee Joe Biden as originally planned, Trump had debated Guthrie. And the winner of the debate, hands down, was Donald Trump. Guthrie harassed Trump about masks and about holding White House events during the coronavirus pandemic. Then she demanded yet again that Trump denounce white supremacy. Oh, my God, really? The president has done that repeatedly. There's a video on YouTube, I forget, where it's like 20-something times that he denounced it. It's just unbelievable. The president has done that repeatedly, yet the leftist press keeps bringing it up. Removing any doubt, the president told Guthrie, "Are you listening? I denounce white supremacy. What's your next question?" Guthrie responded, "It feels sometimes you're hesitant to do so." You got to be kidding me. I saw a video, I think it was on YouTube, of Blacks for Trump event. And it showed a young man. He couldn't have been 32, 35, showing a pamphlet with all the from a NAACP event in New York City back in 1987, 33 years ago. And guess who the chairman is? Donald Trump. You got to be kidding me. I remember one time, not to digress, he's supposed to be homophobic too. It was an Elton John interview. Well, I'm a big fan of Elton John. And he could be a little testy. He's not known for his niceness. He tells things like it is. And he was there with his husband a couple of years ago, I think. And Donald Trump's name came up. And he mentioned about not liking gays. And half the words were beeped out. Elton John goes, "What are you, stupid?" Donald Trump's been a friend of mine for 40 years. He comes to all my concerts. He's one of my friends. You got to be out of your beeping mind. The guy came to my effing wedding. What are you, stupid? Next question. Appropriate answer. And they continue to pound him. Continue to pound him. It's just amazing to me. The president then said, "Here we go again. My people came. I'm sure they'll ask you the white supremacy question. I denounce white supremacy, and frankly, you want to know something? I denounce Antifa and those people on the left burning down our cities that are run by Democrats who don't know what they're doing." It took 20 minutes into the hour-long event before Guthrie let the audience chime in. Unbelievable. Even once the actual town hall portion of the program got going, Guthrie ripped it back to push her own agenda, talking about Trump's taxes. It's a town hall. Another confrontation, Guthrie openly told Trump he was wrong for his opinion. "You said that the only way we lose this election is if it's rigged," Guthrie argued. Now, that's simply not true. The fact is neither candidate can lose fair and square without ballot fraud. Guthrie did a lot of arguing. That's exactly what the press and NBC staffers demanded. New York Times media columnist Ben Smith tweeted before the town hall, enormous pressure on NBC how to make this thing a nightmare for Trump. NBC staffers made sure of that. More than 100 top showrunners, producers, and stars have sent a petition to Comcast and NBC Universal executives protesting the timing of tonight's town hall with President Trump, the Hollywood Reporter reported. Politico reported the internal conflict extends to the highest levels of NBC Universal, where MSNBC had Phil Griffin strongly disagree with NBC News President Noah Oppenheim's decision to unilaterally move forward with the town hall, which was held at the same time ABC aired a town hall scheduled earlier with former Vice President Biden. Well, yeah, you could have watched that. You could watch it. You can watch them both, actually. With the internet now, they're all over the place. They're going to be on every YouTube channel and tons of other media places. So if you want to know what Joe Biden's favorite color is, or his favorite movie, or his flavor of ice cream, or what his favorite season of the year is, yeah, sure, go ahead. Trump himself had predicted NBC would be insanely biased, tweeting, "I'll be doing a major fake at NBC News Town Hall Forum, live tonight from Miami at 8 o'clock. They asked me to do it in the place of the rigged Steve Scully. He is now suspended from C-SPAN for lying debate. I wonder if they'll treat me as well as Sleepy Joe. They should." The president was right. He was also criticized the network during a Greenville, North Carolina rally earlier in the day. The guy's a machine, man. He's probably been up since 5 in the morning. And even if any people out there don't even like Trump, that's okay. You know, that's certainly your prerogative. It's a semi-free country. You can almost do whatever you want and like whoever you want. But just whatever it's worth, department, find I used air quotes, you can't see me, of course, to the town hall meeting that was last night, and tell me if that was really fair. We'll put it to you this way. If that was your husband, your father, or your son being treated like that, what would you think? Really? So, you know, I'll be setting up tonight. I'm doing this town hall with Comcast, C-O-N, right? Con. Because it's a con job, Trump said. And it is. But he did it anyway because he's not afraid to confront these people. That's what, like, millions of people like him. But Trump more than held his own against the activist moderator. He repeatedly pointed out the economy is doing well, and at the end, that our economy is strong. Now, I hear from different media outlets, economic experts, that when the numbers come out very soon for the last month, it's going to be like a huge number increase, like 34%. We'll have to see. And next year is going to be better than before, the president concluded, finally getting the last word over Guthrie's interruptions. The town hall, which aired on MSNBC and CNBC as well as NBC, was so contentious that MSNBC host Rachel Maddow seemed to apologize that it ran on her news channel. Oh, sorry, Rachel. Maddow called the town hall a strange replacement for the second presidential debate. Let me remind you, she said, that what you just saw was a production of NBC News, she said. We are MSNBC. We did not produce that event. What, having a town hall with the incumbent president of the United States during an election? That's something you wouldn't want to do? These people are so crazy. You know, I hear Rachel Maddow personally is a really, really nice person. And good for her. God bless her. I wish her all the happiness that life will allow. But you know what, though? How many times do you have to be proven wrong? I mean, the other night, even Wolf Blitzer finally had enough of Nancy Pelosi. And actually, see, here's the thing. They give them such softball questions, all these networks, the Democrats, that when they ask a real news question, they think it's an attack. That they've moved so soft that when they ask a normal question that any newscaster or reporter or investigator would ask doing his story, they go crazy. Oh, that's ridiculous. No, because they're such a pain in the behind. Ask normal questions like a human. After NBC Town Hall, Trump campaign communications director Tim Murtaugh accurately summed up what had occurred in a statement. Even though the commission canceled the in-person debate that would have happened tonight, one occurred anyway, and President Trump soundly defeated NBC's Savannah Guthrie in her role as debate opponent and Joe Biden surrogate. It's the truth. President Trump masterfully handled Guthrie's attacks and interacted warmly and effectively with the voters in the room. You know, it's true. I'm sorry, but it's true. No, I'm not sorry. The truth is the truth, whether it's really good or really bad or something you want to hear. I don't know. I'll tell you something. I don't wish it to be over. I mean, it's still a coin toss for this year's presidential election. My prediction for the Senate in the last few days has improved a lot. I think it's going to be, I'll tell you the truth, I think it might be 52-48. Might be up by 4 seats. I think it's going to be that many. It's not going to be 41-49. It might even be 53-47. So remember, I'm a small channel, and if it happens 53-47, remember, folks, you heard it here first. Anyway, Trump went right into the fire. I want to bring up again that young girl behind Trump's left shoulder that was nodding her head. And you could tell as time went on, they were doing different camera angles so she wouldn't be out. I'm surprised they didn't want those little blurry screens so you couldn't see her. It's ridiculous. And we're going to see what's going to happen. If Trump wins, actually, these media companies make out money-wise. Without him, they're doomed. If you have any media stock in any of these major corporations and Joe Biden wins, oh, man, keep an eye on those stocks and watch what happens. They will plummet. Plummet. They'll have no boogeyman anymore to go after. And that's really a shame. It really is. There's an old expression, and I used to hear it when I was a kid because I know you find this hard to believe, I was a little cocky. Everybody hates a smart ass, especially when they're right. That applies, and Donald Trump, that applies to him. Yes, his demeanor sucks sometimes. Yes, he shouldn't tweet so much. Yes, he should be a little smoother. Yes, he shouldn't be so confrontational. But his whole life, he's been extremely competitive, and he's not turning it off now. So take a breath, look what the man has done, and then decide to vote. And please, everybody, do vote in person. Now, wherever you live, I'm in upstate New York, make sure you're safe, wear your mask, do your social distancing, but go in person and make sure your vote is counted. Well, there it is. Last night's, air quotes, town hall meeting on NBC. Until next time, goodbye and good luck.